Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. Canto name is Creation. Reading from the 12th chapter. 12th chapter name is Birth of Emperor Parikshit. So we are in the 5th verse, 112.5. Sampadaha krutavo loka Mahishi brataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam Sampadaha krutavo loka Mahishi brataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam Sampadaha krutavo loka Mahishi brataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam.
Mahishi bhataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam Sampada kritamo loka Mahishi bhataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam Sampada kritamo loka Mahishi bhataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam Sampada kritamo loka Mahishi bhataro mahi Jambudvipadipathyam cha Yashascha tridivam gatam.
Opulence. Kratavaha, sacrifices. Lokaha, future destination. Mahishi, the queens. Brataraha, the brothers. Mahi, the earth. Jambudvipa, the globe or planet of our residence. Adipatya, sovereignty. Cha, also. Yashaha, fame. Cha, and. Tridivam, celestial planets. Gatam, spread over. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. News even reached the celestial planets about Maharaj Yudhishthira's worldly possessions, the sacrifices by which he would attain a better destination, his queen, his stalwart brothers, his extensive land, his sovereignty over the planet Earth, and his fame, etc. Please repeat the translation. News even reached the celestial planets about Maharaja Yudhishthira's worldly possessions, the sacrifices by which he would attain a better destination, his queen, his stalwart brothers, his extensive land, his sovereignty over the planet Earth, and his fame, etc. Purport. Only a rich and great man's name and fame are known all over the world. And name and the fame of Maharaj Yudhishthira reached the higher planets because of his good administration, worldly possessions, glorious wife Draupadi, the strength of his brothers Bhima and Arjuna, and his solid sovereign power over the world known as Jambudvipa. Here the word Lokaha is significant. There are different lokas or higher planets scattered all over the sky, both material and spiritual. A person can reach them by dint of his work in the present life, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.25. No forceful entrance is allowed there. The tiny material scientists and engineers who have discovered vehicles to travel over a few thousand miles in outer space will not be allowed entrance. That is not the way to reach the better planets. One must qualify himself to enter into such happy planets by sacrifice and service. Those who are sinful in every step of life can expect only to be degraded into animal life, to suffer more and more the pangs of material existence. And this is also stated in Bhagavad Gita 16.19. Maharaja Yudhishthira's good sacrifices and qualifications were so lofty and virtuous that even the residents of the higher celestial planets were already prepared to receive him as one of them. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Nena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing about the fifth shloka, which is there in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is named as creation. So why it is named as creation? Because in first canto the principles of creation is discussed. Say like different incarnations of Krishna and different emanations, different energies of the Lord. Everything is discussed in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Whereas in second canto it is named as cosmic manifestation. So in second canto, so Parikshit Maharaj asked Shukadeva Goswami that reveal us, one of the question is that about different incarnations and and the energies. So even second canto is, that is why it's named as cosmic manifestation. Okay. So in the first canto, first verse itself, Prabhupada clarifies this by giving an example that how it is creation. That Prabhupada gives an example that just like the engineer, he knows the every nook and corner of the place, the site, the construction site. Even though he knows the nook and corner of the site, but he will not do any physically lifting some rock or cement or something like that. So for executing this, so Krishna has lot of his servants like Brahma and all the demigods. So they will be executing the work of Krishna. Okay. One more example is given that just like this gold mine. So gold mine is very big. So from the gold mine, we make different jewelries, right? Earrings, rings, so many golden articles, correct? Chain, some necklace, something like that. So everything is coming from the gold mine, in fact. Okay, so that Krishna is like that gold mine. All incarnations, all demigods. So they're all emanating from the gold mine. Okay. So that is how this first canto creation is named of. So coming back to our 12th chapter. So chapter is named as the birth of Parikshit. So here the context is that Shukadeva Goswami is narrating Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So while he was narrating Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, in that great assembly of Parikshit Maharaj, Suta Goswami also will be listening. And the same Suta Goswami goes to Naimisharanya, and over there, there are so many, sages. So they were doing a yajna to please the Lord. So over there, Shaunaka Rishi asked this question. So what is this question is that Parikshit was saved in the womb of his mother when the Brahmastra was released. Brahmastra, so no one can come out from the Brahmastra. So Krishna somehow entered into the stomach of Uttara, and Krishna saved Parikshit Maharaj. So now Shaunaka Rishi's question is that if Krishna has saved, Parikshit Maharaj entering into the womb of Uttara, then how did he was born? And after that, he was been cursed. How did he was died? These are the questions, Shaunaka Rishi is asking. So for that, so little more information of Parikshit Maharaj is given in earlier shlokas, like Parikshit Maharaj is very intelligent, is very, devoted, all these things. And coming back now, because here we are, a discussion of Yudhishthira Maharaj is also been, we have discussed in the last class. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he said that he was just like his father, Pandu, always grounded to the instructions of the Shastras, the sages, the Guru. So like that, because Yudhishthira Maharaj, for Yudhishthira Maharaj always, because the Pancha Pandavas, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Bhima, headed by Yudhishthira, so they were all taking the direct instructions of the Lord. Because all the Pancha Pandavas, they are all pure devotees of the Lord. So they were taking the direct instructions of Lord Krishna and they were executing. And they were pleasing the Supreme Lord by rendering devotion service to the Lord and by not doing any sense gratification. That's what in our last class we had discussed. Okay. So now we are in this 5th shloka, that is Sampadaha Krutava Loka Mahishi Brataro Mahi Jambu Dvipadi Patyamcha Yashascha Tridivam Gatam. So here it is mentioned that how the opulences, the opulences of Yudhishthira Maharaj, it was actually spread to some other different planets because of his, ruling in the world according to the directions of Lord Krishna. How the opulences, how the friends, how the queens, they were all arranged for him such a nicely that he was not having any trouble to execute the word. Okay, so like that, so different opulences, everything is been described in today's shloka actually. So first one is Sampadaha. Sampadaha means opulences. At the time of Yudhishthira Maharaj, so there were so much of opulences. Okay, and Krutavo, and they were doing lot of sacrifices for the service of Lord. And Mahishi means the queens. The queens who were there at that time. So it is discussed further in the purport of Srila Prabhupada that Yudhishthira Maharaj, he had reached the higher planets because of his good administration, worldly possessions, like glorious wife like Draupadi, so great devotee Draupadi, and the strength of his brothers Bhima and Arjuna. That's what in shloka it is mentioned that Mahishi Brataro Mahi. So Jambu Dvipadi Patyamcha. Jambu Dvipa means this earthly planet is also known as Jambu Dvipa. So and Yashascha Tridivam Gatam. So all these glories, all these opulences, so it has reached to the other planets. Why? Because so he was exactly executing the instructions of Lord Krishna. And in the purport also, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that sacrifice and service, these are the two things Yudhishthira Maharaj was always, executing. So the sacrifice in this Kali Yuga, the easiest way of sacrifice is Yajnana. Yajna means sacrifice. So Yajnana Japa Yajnosmi. So in this Kali Yuga, the easiest way of doing sacrifice is by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. We all know that. So when Srila Prabhupada came to Hyderabad in 1970s, so there was a drought, no rain. So what did Srila Prabhupada do? What did Srila Prabhupada do? So Srila Prabhupada did Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. So when Srila Prabhupada did Harinam Sankirtan, so Lord was very pleased, and there was a rain, and all the Hyderabad people were very happy because of, because again the opulences will start, rain has come, farming can happen, it is been again restarted. Okay, so like that, we are also supposed to please the Supreme Lord Krishna, because for Yudhishthira, face to face, Yudhishthira is to see Krishna and is to execute his instructions, is to render service to him. So like that now, even though Krishna is there in the form of Radha Govinda here, so but Krishna has recommended us to not directly serve him, but serve through his devotees. Okay, so when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked, who are you? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamala Dasa Dasa Anudasa. So like that, so we cannot directly serve Krishna. So while worshipping Krishna also, while doing aarti to Krishna also, so we are not doing aarti directly to Krishna. If you observe properly, according to Pancharatrika Vidhi given by Narada Muni, so first we are rendering aarti to Prabhupada, then we are rendering aarti to Nitai, that is Nityananda Prabhu, then Gauranga, then Radharani, then Krishna. So who can render service to Krishna? Only Srimati Radharani. Okay. Coming under the disciplic section Radharani, again we have, the 6 Goswamis. Under 6 Goswamis, there are 5 Gurus: Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Okay. So we are actually supposed to serve our Parampara Guru Acharyas, the Goswamis. Above that, Nityananda Prabhu. Okay, just yesterday we had celebrated Nityananda Trayodasi, correct? So we were all very busy. So Srila Prabhupada is to say that on the Nityananda Trayodasi day, at least on today, that is today means at least on the day of Nityananda Trayodasi, we should remember this song. Okay, what is that song? Prabhupada is to say this, written by Narottam Das Thakur, that Nitai Pada Kamala. Okay, so we should all catch the lotus feet of Nityananda, who is none other than the Balaram, who had come in this Kali Yuga to propagate the holy name, the highest sacrifice. So it is said, Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala. So the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu is actually Koti Chandra. Chandra means moon, Koti means 1 crore. So like moon means always soothing, always, very, very nice and, very good to look and very nice to see, very nice ambience when there is a moonlight, correct? So if there is one moonlight, it is so like that. What about if there are 100 moonlights, 1,000 moonlights, 1 lakh moonlights, 1 crore? I am not telling this. So Narottam Das Thakur is saying this. So the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda is 1,000 moons. Just see how Lord Nityananda's feet will be there. Okay. So Nitai Pada Kamala. So Koti Chandra Sushitala. So cold it is. So Jechai Jagata Jurai. That means if the whole world wants peace in this world, there is no other way than to hold the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda and chant this Hare Krishna mantra. Okay. And it is said, Heno Nitai Bine Bai, Radha Krishna Paite Nai. It is said that without Nitai, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Heno Nitai Bina Bhai, Radha Krishna Paite Nai. We cannot reach Radha Krishna. We cannot take the mercy of Radha Krishna without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Okay. So that is why it is said, Druda Kori Daro Nitai Pai. Druda Kori means with great determination, with great enthusiasm, we should worship Lord Nityananda. We should please Lord Nityananda. Okay. Then it is said, Se Sambandha Nahi Jai. Bruta Janma Gelothar. Sri Radha Govinda Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gauranga ki jai. Se Sambandha Nahi Jar, Bruta Janma Gelothar. Se Pashu Boro Durachar. It is said that Se Sambandha Nahi. Sambandha means not material Sambandha. Sambandha is here referred to Sambandha, that is relation with the Supreme Lord. Who don't have relation, material relation here, who don't have relation, who have relation. So they should reach the actual relation with the Supreme Lord. That is a Sambandha Nahi Jai. Who don't have the relation with the Lord Nityananda is considered to be, say, Pashu Boro Durachar. Is considered to be an animal. So strong words Narottam Das Thakur is saying. Those who don't have relation with Nityananda Prabhu is considered to be a animal. Not only a normal animal, it is said that is uncontrolled animal. Okay. Who is having no good qualities, no good godly qualities, no good behavior. That's what durachar. Achar means good achar. Hindi. Durachar means no good qualities. So that is why one should develop a relation with Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Gauranga, who has come in this Kali Yuga. Okay. And it is said, Nitai na boilo mukhe. Mukhe means in his face, who is unable to say Nitai. Yesterday there was a heavy kirtan here. So everyone were dancing, jumping. So one was saying Nityananda. All others were saying Gauranga. And one more was saying Gauranga. Others were saying Nityananda. So like that one should, in his mukha, in his face, he should chant. By seeing all of you, others were also saying Nityananda, Gauranga. So that is how we should lead our life, that Nitai na boilo mukhe, one who is not saying the words of Lord Nityananda. So what he will be doing? He will be doing this Majilo Samsara Sukhe, illusory happiness. He will be taking this happiness which is illusion in the family life. Okay. So Vidya Kule ki kori be tar. That means, then what is the use of this education? So this education, actually one's education should make everyone humble. Like Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmane Gavi Hasine, we read from Bhagavad Gita. So, if he has really taken the knowledge, so he will become very humble. So, if one has not taken the real knowledge, then he will become, a donkey. He will not listen to any words. He will be simply working. He don't know why he is working, for whom he is working, for whom he should work. Okay. So that kind of education is not required. Okay. So then it is said, ahankare mathe hoya. Due to, ego, due to prestige, due to this Nitai pada pashariya asatyera satya korimani. So due to this illusion, asatya, that means which is not correct. So one will catch up that as correct. And which is correct, one will give up that and he will take to illusion. Okay. So that's what this whole world is doing. So they are not able to catch the merciful feet of Lord Nityananda and they are catching Maya. Okay. So that is why Nithayer Karuna Habe Braje Radha Krishna Pabe Daro Nitai Charana Dukkhani. That means always you hold the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. So that is why Lord Nityananda is so mercifully is coming us and is, giving these holy names of the Lord. Like we know the pastimes of Jagai Madai, right? So Jagai Madai, so they were, even though they were Brahmanas earlier, due to some bad association, so they had become, Durachar. They had lost all good qualities. So they were, simply doing some eating, sleeping, doing all wrong, bad activities. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they used to go door to door and request everyone to chant the holy names of the Lord. So similarly, they had reached this Jagai Madai. So when Lord Nityananda Prabhu said to chant, Jagai Madai, they hit with a rock to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Gauranga came to know that Nityananda has been hurt and blood is oozing. So Lord Gauranga was ready to, send his chakra, like Krishna sent, is Krishna only actually, Gauranga. He was supposed to send the chakra to kill. And Lord Nityananda requested that this Kali Yuga, you are not supposed to take any weapon. The weapon is that is the holy name. Like that he was been stopped. So even though he was been hit by the rock, so Lord Nityananda, even the blood was oozing, so he was requesting Jagai Madai, okay, you chant Hare Krishna. You see how merciful Lord Nityananda is. So like that, Nitayer Charana Satya Tahara Sevaka Nitya Nitai Pada Sada Koro Asha. So that is why Lord's devotional service is eternal. Lord is eternal. We are Jiva, we are soul, we are also eternal. So Lord's service is also eternal. So that is why we should desire, we should aspire to hold on to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Okay. So Narottama Boro Dukhi. It is said that Narottama Das Thakur, because we are all not taking up this Krishna consciousness very seriously, so Narottama Das Thakur has become very, dukhi. He has gone to misery. Nitai more koro sukhi. So only by the mercy of Nitai, Narottama Das Thakur will become sukhi. And then Rako Ranga Charanera Pasha. So Nityananda Prabhu is saying Narottama Das Thakur is saying that please keep me at your lotus feet as a dust. See, that is how Narottama Das Thakur is saying. So that's how these 4 paras of Nitai Pada Kamala is very, very important. Okay, so like that, so we cannot directly reach Krishna. So through our Parampara Guru Acharyas, Goswamis, and by the special mercy of Lord Nityananda, So we should meet, we should execute the instructions of Krishna. Okay. So I will stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any questions?